Hey guys, I know it's been a while, but uh, it hasn't really been a while, has it? But anyway, yeah, tonight, before we begin our feature presentation of Let's Play Super Ninja Boy, well, I thought I'd get myself in the right mood to actually play, and if you can probably hear this, I'm popping my fingers, so yeah. One of the main things I do before I play any of the games that I feature on my channel is I get myself in the mood. So, guys, excuse me if I start yawning. Mm, it's this weather. Cold weather makes me kind of sleepy, so that kind of that kind of make me want to just change up on things. So, my apologies if I have not shown anything new as of late. But I just got over the weekend, and the weekend done kicked my ass. But I got over it, so it's well worth it. Anyway, I thought I do something different tonight before actually getting into my game. For one, I got a few things I want to talk about tonight. One of the main few things I plan on doing for, well, I might as well say this. Anything between now and considering next year, what you kind of already know is there are a few changes going on. A lot of them being the games that I'm posting. As you see, I've already posted my first DS Let's Play, which was more of which was more of a special than a Let's Play. But in any case, the first DS Let's Play I did was Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, and I did the first four main excuse me first four main cases of the game. And for you ask, yes, there will be another Phoenix Wright Let's Play pretty soon. And I just got an email, which I don't really care two shits for. But anyway, oh yeah, since I don't go to Walgreens as much, yeah, I'm kind of looking for something to play on here. Well, actually, well, I'm actually trying to find something to play. Sadly, though, for some unexplainable reason, yes, I'm yawning quite a bit because, like I said, when it's cold, oh, you bastard. When it's cold, thank you. When it's cold, I really do want to sleep in because, really, it just is that way. So this is gonna be one of those. This is gonna be one of those blogs in which you're gonna hear me yawn quite a bit because, like I said, it's cold, and this kind of weather makes me sleepy. And I don't know why it is that I'm switching out all of a sudden. I mean, you guys see me. I mean, really, what is it that you guys just don't remember about me? And trust me, you don't know what my password is, so therefore, don't even try. I mean, the funny thing about my AOL password is the same as my AIM password. For some strange, unattainable reason, they don't know why it's like that. But anyway, I'm in and trying to check what I'm going to be doing. My point is, tonight, there is no point. My point is tonight that I plan on doing some games, and you're gonna like them, regardless of me yawning. Anyway, my first issue tonight, or my first topic, is going to be that of the future of LPs. Now, I did say I was going to change up on some things. I still am going to do my classics, like Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and the like. That will not change, but I also will throw in some new stuff, like Nintendo DS, PlayStation 2, Wii, and if I can try to, and if I can try to actually do it, I will try to throw in Sega Saturn as well. Thing is, how to do a live Sega Saturn LP and what games should I actually do? That's gonna be a challenge within itself. So I plan to do some looking, and I do mean looking, because really, sheesh. Okay, I was about to say. I mean, there are so many things that I could possibly pull out, and yet for some reason, what to start with. That in itself is something that I too really need to figure out what to start with and what am I going to play. I told you, weekends. And speaking of weekends, I hope everybody's weekend was pretty easy compared to mine, which was just downright tiring. And as you can hear from my voice, yes, I am still that tired because it did take quite a bit of energy to do what I did. Plus, I survived off of 1 hour of sleep, which kind of leads me to some things that kind of really did bug me. Now, during the weekend, especially during something like Sunday or so. Now, during the weekend, I'm usually just tired and I do not want to deal with Sunday. Sunday to me is like the one day I really dread among all other days because really, I really don't like Sundays. I mean, I really don't because everybody has to rush out the door on a Sunday. And for some apparent reason, we had to rush out the door just because of this. And don't worry if I start sniffling, I will possibly take something in the process. But like I said, it's one of those it's one of those things about my stamina. When I do too much, I tend to really get tired. That's the reason why I don't like doing so many things when I'm out. Especially when it comes down to, oh, well, let's see, you're doing this and you're doing that. Like this, Sunday, I want to explain what my Sundays are like. Okay, usually on a Saturday night, I usually want some TV, and I usually crash around the time do da 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 would would go off because really, yes, I watch anime. Yes, I watch do da da or DRRR. So after I watch DRR, I usually watch the world's dumbest criminals or whatever it is on the world's dumbest on True TV, and after that, if I am on or offline, I usually just slide into bed and just fall asleep. Sometimes, sometimes for some strange reason, I tend to really I just tend to stay up for some unexplainable reason. Not because, it's Sunday and I dread Sunday. It's not that. It's something a little bit more to it than that. And the reason being is I'm usually doing something like Let's Plays, or I'm usually typing something. Something like another book or something. And it usually take me a while to do. Now, sometimes it might take me 2 hours, or might take me less than that. But the point is, I get really, really, really busy. And what I usually do is just that. I either just go play a game for a while, and you know, after that, usually, oh, you bastards, really? One of those things I usually do. And why am I not just seeing that? Anyway, among the main things I do that usually when I'm online like this is I usually play games. Really, I've already guessed that word. Really? Among many times that I'm playing games like these, my mind is usually just going and just basically it's just on and off and on and off, especially times like these. But I got the main word. That's the main point. So, what was I talking about? For most part, why? Why do I go through the weekend? Because I don't really like the weekend. Because there's always, for some reason, I just have a feeling that for some reason I have this feeling that I don't know why, but it just goes without saying that the weekend is never a good thing for me. Really. Anyway, so many things going on in my head, and for the most part, I am kind of tired. But I'll live. Don't worry. Uh, yeah. What I mentioned was, there'll be a lot of changes on my channel. More than likely, yes, you will hear you will more than likely see more games that I haven't done, or rather, I haven't done, and I usually play them during my offline schedule. For the most part, I have quite a bit of the game, quite a bit of a collection. If you haven't seen, um, if you have not seen my off the headset episode of my room and everything, what I have on there and everything else, I do have quite a bit of games that I may do in a future release of Let's Plays. And for the most part, kind of looking forward to it. Come on, really? Thank you! Some of the things that happen on Firefox kind of freezes up and yeah, I don't like that. I mean, for the most part, it's just it's just crazy, you know. Now I know what I'm probably gonna get some kind of response about If I do anything new, I do have a policy about certain games. Certain games that just require me to actually do this, but the games I play have to really get me from the first 5 minutes, or the first 5 seconds. I did not. You lie. You don't know me. Really? Hose? Really? Ha ha ha. I mean, usually, for the most part, if there's a certain game that is going to catch my eye, it's not going to be like the most popular game. So therefore, I'm not doing popular games because anybody can do popular games. I mean, really, anybody can do popular games. I'm not that kind of person who like to do popular games. I mean, if I were to do popular games, I'd be like no different than so many other people who actually do that, but not me. That should be. It is a word. But anyway, it's just idiocy, sometimes. But yeah, my weekend was pretty busy. I mean, I actually survived off of 1 hour sleep. Had to go, went to church. Oh, I have mentioned this, but before I actually woke up, for some reason, I don't know what it is about this in my family, but you have to wake me up by simply doing what? You have to wake me up by simply insulting me? Really? I mean, really, if you're going to do that, then don't do that. Really, if you're going to wake me up and I said there's a difference between waking me up and then there's, you know, um, just saying, well, people are gonna need you. Um, yeah, I'm in a group in which my voice is needed every weekend, and I usually, and I'm usually like, okay, my voice is needed, and usually I like to think that what I'm doing is worth something. But if it's not, I know that I should bow out. You can tell I'm doing really good here because I'm actually thinking, and it's not taking me that much to do all the thinking. You can tell I'm doing really, really good. I'm just doing this until I just can't think of anything. Now, the thing is, I usually like to get up and get myself going to church, and then after that, I'd want to go to lunch, and then after that, my day is done. Most times that's all I want to do over the weekend on a Sunday. Just go do what I had to do, and after that, that's it. I don't want to do no more than I should. And especially if they pull out that one line that I really can't stand. And that one line that I really can't stand is the fact that because the season, you know, you're a man. You're supposed to do this, and this is what I hear sometimes. You're a man. I'm supposed to get up because I'm a man. Um, well, let's think about this. I'm a writer. That means I don't really have a time limit to do work or anything like that. However, I do mean however, when you somewhat say, you know, you're supposed to do this because, oh, let me see. Just something I just don't really like. If you're going to tell me that I'm supposed to get up because I'm a man, don't. So, oh, well, he's just trying to help. That isn't trying to help. You're basically asking for an ass whipping. And I'm sorry, but well, I tried something. But if you're trying to do that, I'm probably singing and I'm probably not singing. I mean, it's silly. You actually, I mean, this is what I go through every Sunday morning. Usually, I don't go through so much on a Sunday morning. I usually get up around 9 o'clock, get myself out the door by 9:30. That gives me enough time to actually rest a bit, rest my voice. Then after that, once 10 comes around, then we stand up, we sing, we stand up for about maybe 30 or so minutes because we're doing all this singing, and after that we sit down. And after all that, this and that and this and that. It just goes full circle. And what most people don't realize is that it really does wear on you. I don't have that kind of energy just to say, oh, well, you see, well, you see, this is helping you because, no, it's not helping me. Trust me. I mean, if it was really helping me, if it was really helping my situation, then sure. I don't mind getting up because of the reason why I should get up, why I should do this, and why I should do that. However, don't go about trying to wake me up just because, well, you're supposed to be doing this for the Lord. Don't you dare. I mean, that's one thing that kind of pisses me off. It just, I really do hate that. Watch, it's probably gonna hit me. See, right there. Anyway, yeah, it just didn't make sense. Why? Because I don't really have to do it. I mean, I could say this. Okay, I'll get up just because I need to get up, regardless of how tired I become or how tired I get. It just happens. But yet, when you somewhat put God into the whole mix, it kind of ticks me off because it's like, oh, well, you see, um, this person's trying to help you. A, you don't help a person just because you have to say, oh, this is because you had to do this because of stupid stuff. And I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm really venting, but it has to be said. I know I was talking about my Let's Plays, but a lot of things are coming to mind right now. But yeah, my weekend was just really, really tiring. I mean, I went to church, and then after that, it was funny because at church, I'm in a play troupe, and as I was noticing this, everybody was panicking just because of a promo. It's a 3 minute promo, and everybody's freaking out. The one thing I did was I decided, well, if it's just a 3 minute promo, then what's the point of me actually freaking myself out and not doing that? And here I am, and I'm dressed in black. I'm without a jacket, but I'm dressed in black. And yes, black on black. That's right. Or black in black. Black on black or black in black. You see for yourself. You make the decision. Anyway, Yes, I was just standing there in the choir stand, and here I am. I'm looking at this group that I happen to be part of that I really want to get out of. And I said, for 3 minutes, you guys freak out. Thinking about this, okay, 3 minutes. Yeah, this is stuff that goes on during my weekends when I'm not really doing anything. If I'm going out somewhere and if I'm doing this, it's gonna be crazy. But anyway, they're at my church, and I watched them for 3 minutes. They're just only doing one song for 3 minutes. Now the thing is this: I listened to this lady who says that she'd been training the entire group throughout this entire time. She says you're going to go this way. And then when you go that way, you're going to go up and you're going to do this and you're going to do this. Oh, you know the type. Choreography. Here I'm thinking to myself, I'm shaking my head. I'm thinking, okay, let me get this straight. We're going to go up from the side, do the song, do a little pose afterwards, then come right down. Of course, the men are going to go first because they have to help the ladies down. And here I am in my black uniform, and I'm kind of thinking to myself, okay, so you guys have freaked yourselves out for 3 whole fucking minutes. In comparison to where we're going to after church, you're flipping out for 3 whole fucking minutes. Really? Really, guys? Really? Come on now. I mean, honestly, I could be doing something for 3 whole minutes. I could be asleep for 3 whole minutes. Here I'm thinking to myself, I wonder what it's going to be like in Downey. Because really, that's where we went to. We went to Downey. We went to this country club. And for some reason, when I actually went in there, I have never felt so intimidated by such a large place. Because with me and large places like a country club or a hotel or something like that. Now, if I'm somewhat, staying there, that's fine. If I'm staying there, it's fine. I don't mind, and it's cool. But when I'm actually in there with a whole lot of people, I get really intimidated. And I do mean intimidated in the worst way because there's something with rich things. There's something about rich things. Just me and rich things that just don't go together. And that's because for some reason I just don't like the whole thing about this thing being so big. The size of it is just kind of like it's making me like cringe a bit. So after we do the play in Downey for like 2 hours, after we finish eating and all, we dress and we get into costume and character and all that shit like that. Here I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm gonna be doing this for 2 hours. One thing that is popping up in my head is I want to go home and I want to get some sleep. Apparently, when it actually did finish, I actually felt pretty damn good. Not because it finished. It's because I'm home. I'm home. So what I did was I got an email about there being a stream being on. So I went to the stream and I felt a whole lot better. Only because I felt, I felt so much better after coming home, coming in and just turning my heater on, warming up my room and all. And here I'm thinking, God, it feels so good just to actually get in here, be in a stream, and just relax. So, what happened was, after all that, after I went into the stream, staying there for a couple hours, I'm, I just basically crashed. I basically crashed, and I said I was going to do some Let's Plays, but I decided against it because I just didn't have the energy. That was mainly the reason. If I actually had the energy to do so, um, I would have, went for it. I would have gone and done it, but I didn't. So because of what I did, because of what I did, I actually felt a whole lot better after dealing with it. Because I just said, well, no way in the world I can possibly deal with this because I'm tired. Couldn't possibly think about doing anything that would probably drain me or end up falling asleep. I mean, could you imagine if I were to just fall asleep on a Let's Play that I'm doing, and most people wondering, how did you possibly do that? I'm thinking to myself, I don't know how I did that. I mean, I just basically just fell asleep, got tired, and it just happened. And it just happened to me, and I just didn't like it. I just can't do it. So, thus, that was the end of my weekend. I said to myself, I'm never going to do that to myself again. So after all this, I said to myself, I can't really keep up with this. And really, I really can't. As far as my health goes, I mean, nothing wrong with me, nothing wrong with my health. It's just when it's coming down to, you're saying you want to do this because of a a once noble thing. And like I said, I don't mind. But really, when you think about it, it does become tiring. And when it becomes tiring, I'm sorry, but I do get tired, and I can't really keep up with everything. Like I said, I'm not going to try it because, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not going to do it. I mean, I'm just not gonna try and do it. I mean, there are just some things that you can do and some things you just don't need to do. One of those things I don't plan to do is just overwhelm myself. And like I said, I don't plan on just wearing myself down because it's just too much to deal with. I'm not gonna do it. And, just gonna do the same thing my folks are. I'm just gonna follow the way my folks are doing it. I mean, they're getting older. That much is understandable. They're getting older, so I mean, it's totally understandable. Thing is, for me, I don't want to waste all my energy on this one thing just because. Oh, well, you see, you're just doing this for this reason. Actually, I don't want to do it anymore. What is it you don't get? I mean, I have other things I'd like to do in my life, so that's what I plan on doing. I mean, it's just that simple. I mean, it's just as simple as that. I mean, I'm sorry. It's not going to work that way. I mean, other than that, that's pretty much it. I mean, that's pretty much my weekend in a nutshell. I mean, having to deal with people. Ugh. I think the worst thing is trying to deal with people in the sense that they think they honestly think, they're doing something so great and so grandiose. And not that it's a bad thing, but when you know you feel tired, you just don't want to do too much. I'm one of those type of people who just don't want to try and overwhelm myself because physically I just do not have the I just do not have it in me to try and keep up with everybody. I'm not going to do it and I don't plan on doing it. I think the last time I actually tried to do something like that, I think I got myself into I think I actually got something. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it was something. And I forgot what that was. And I can't remember what it was, but it has something to do with me having some kind of seizure. And yeah, I haven't mentioned it, but yes, I do get seizures. Oh, yes, I remember what it was now. I was at an amusement park. And this happened during my vacation. See, I went to an amusement park with my girlfriend and her friend and a friend's mom. They went to we went to this, I think it was a haunted museum, I think. Not a haunted museum, but it was like a haunted house of sorts. Well, what happened was I technically just at first it was like it was all fun, but then all of a sudden just something just kind of snapped in me, and it just got to me really, really bad. And what I do mean by it got to me really bad was I went through this haunted house. Of course, she was unfazed by it. She was having a good time. Me, I don't know. Something just snapped, and I believe it was like something dealing with death. That stirred up something very, very scary within me, and so help me, it was just it was just terrible. It's like I technically technically I just broke down. I think I messed this up. So what happened was I just basically just lost it and just my mind just like just got mind fucked really badly. But in any case, yeah, I literally had a seizure, and she was so concerned. She didn't know that it would get to me that bad. I said, well, it happens. So, I mean, she felt bad about it. She really did. So I said, you know what? Don't worry about it. It happens. You didn't know. Plus, you were enjoying it too much. I couldn't possibly, and yes, I am like that. I couldn't possibly tell you, honey, I'm getting freaked out. So it's no longer. So it's it's affecting me. It's affecting me in a bad way. I could have said that, really. Thing was, she was holding my hand the entire time. Still, creep me the fuck out. But in any case, yeah, that's something I just really wanted to share. Since this is a vlog of sorts, I don't know how many people will probably find that pretty messed up, but I just really wanted to share that story. And it was an interesting story, though. So I just said, well, you know what? I'm not going to deal with anything, considering that you know it's horror involved or something dealing with death. And I think I know what it was. It was the lights. The lights really just made me freak out. Especially if they have, a hypnotic effect. And not in a good way. I mean, I don't know. It was kind of like that, kind of like that episode on Pokemon Denko Senshi Porygon. It was kind of like that, but the thing was, it was like the light was very floaty, and it was just crazy. But anyway, enough about that. I'm kind of lost in this game, so therefore, just something I just really wanted to talk about while I'm just doing this. So in any case, as I was going through something, yeah, games that I plan to do on my channel. Yeah, I plan to do Wii and PlayStation 2, and hopefully, maybe Xbox 360. Should I ever get around to getting one, which I possibly will, I will most likely get an Xbox 360. So that means since I have a camera, I am really not going to use my capture card. The only way I'd use my capture card is if I actually had a laptop. So I may, if I do something, if I do something like that, well, awesome. If I actually do something like that, I will possibly get myself a laptop and maybe do maybe do something do something on my on one of my mini consoles. But in any case, I think I played long enough on this game. I think I've talked long enough too. But the games I will cover when I start doing modern day. Well, the top of my list is going to be Samba de Amigo. Samba de Amigo, then Samurai Warriors, then Sengoku Basara, Samurai Heroes. I will also be doing Dragon Quest Swords, because I don't think anybody has ever LP'd that. Anyone that I know has an LP'd that, so I'll probably be the first on my block to LP it, and I look forward to doing that. I might do a certain a certain RPG that I have, but I don't think nobody has ever decided to do something like that. But I plan on doing it, and it is called Arc Fantasia. It is a long RPG, and it's pretty interesting. It's voice acted for the most part, but it's worth a couple things. And what I might do is I might do a quick run of Tatsunoko versus Capcom, and I might do some brawl matches. I don't know. Whole lot of ideas just popping up in my head, and I may want to do it. I may want to do quite a little bit of everything. I'm counting Wii Fit out, so you sick little monkeys out there, no, don't ask me anything stupid like, are you gonna let's play Wii Fit? It doesn't work that way. But anyway, a lot of games that I have on hand, I plan on doing. And I know people are just gnawing at the lip. Gnawing at the lip, yeah. Awaiting me doing Chronicles of a Dark Lord. I plan on doing that next year. Yeah, that's a promise. I plan on doing it next year. I can't tell you when I'm going to start doing it, but no, I will start. But know this, I will do it. So on that note, I think I've done enough for now. So hopefully you will stay tuned for more craziness, more strangeness, more Let's Plays in the near future. So stay tuned for tonight's feature of Let's Play Super Ninja Boy, in which we kick more ass and take more names and chew bubblegum and spit in their eyes and all that good stuff like that there. So with that, I have been the Tenkaichi of Gaming, PI7, and yeah, I think we're done here. See you around and see you soon.